The Getterman Stadium and the Turner Riverfront Complex for the UIL Regional Championship. Tonight is Game 3 between the Lorena Lady Leopards and the Franklin Lady Lions. The UIL, Lorena, and Franklin High Schools promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. The request that all fans support participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments, and other intimidating actions will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. Any spectator who interferes with the game by coming onto the field or throwing objects on the field will be removed. Your cooperation is appreciated. Fans, let's meet the umpires for tonight's game. Tonight we have Kent Gardner, Foy Light, Kevin Lewis, and Fondell Adams. fifth at first base, number 10, Caroline Smitherman. Batting fifth, the catcher, number 12, Claire Lowry. Batting seventh, the designated player, number 11,
All right, welcome in to the D1 Training Waco broadcast of Lorena Lady Leopards softball. We're here at Getterman Stadium on the campus of Baylor University in Waco, Texas for Game 3, a winner-take-all between the Lorena Lady Leopards and the Franklin Lady Lions. The series all knotted up at 1. Franklin won Game 1 by a score of 8-0. Game 2 was won in dramatic walk-off fashion by the Lady Leopards, with Kate Hauser hitting a walk-off single to score Abby Vassar in the bottom of the 7th inning, giving the Leopards a 4-3 victory. So now we find ourselves back at Getterman on a beautiful Saturday night in Central Texas for Game 3 with a winner-take-all. Hello, everyone. My name is Jared Brown, alongside David Gibson, who is going to be producing and broadcasting hopefully some during the game. The starters are being announced, so we will get right into it. Lorena won the coin toss after Game 2, so they are the home team for tonight's game. So we'll look at the Franklin Lady Lions batting order. Leading off and playing shortstop will be Kaylin Ortner. Batting second and playing center field is number 3, Haley Fannin. Batting third and pitching is Reese Cottrell. We'll have more on her later. Batting fourth and playing third base is number 1, Emma Riqueta. Batting fifth and playing first base, number 10, Caroline Smitherman. Batting sixth and catching is number 12, Tracy Lowry. Batting seventh, the designated player, number 11, Raylan Uri. Batting eighth and playing right field is number 9, Cassidy Polson. And batting ninth and playing second base is number 13, Kylie Cambiano. In the flex position for Franklin tonight is the left fielder, number 7, Riley Caldwell. The head coach for the Lady Lions is Jordan Lyle. Assistant coaches Jill Patton, Jace Raspberry, and Brittany Huggins. We certainly want to thank all of our sponsors tonight for allowing us to be on the air, of course, led by D1 Training Waco. You set the goal, we help you get there. Special thanks to Kevin Engelbrecht for being the lead sponsor. Also want to thank H&M Landscape and Sprinkler, Ashley Hill and Chad Peebles, your one-stop shop for commercial and residential landscaping. Other sponsors with us tonight: Lynn's Pharmacy Hewitt, Hooks Select Baseball and Softball, Ascension Medical Group, Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. We have the Browder Wood family. All supplies are brought to you by, or replays are brought to you by CF Supply. We also have the Roof Company and Landscape Supply for our head coach interview after the game. We're going to stop and take a moment of silence following the tragedy at Uvalde High School this past week. As the stadium takes a moment of silence, we'll take it with them, followed by the national anthem.
Thank you. And now, please remain standing and remove your caps as we honor America.
Following the national anthem, we'll have the Lorena starting lineup in the first pitch. All right. Have the national anthem. We'll get through the Lorena batting order real quick. Leading off and playing center field is number 16, Jalen Elfar. Batting second, playing first base is number 14, Alexis Nava. Batting third is the pitcher, Kate Hauser. Batting fourth, the designated player, Hannah Deloney. Batting 5th is the second baseman, Izzy Bradford. Batting 6th and playing third base, Callie Benton. Batting 7th and playing shortstop is Avery Bame. Batting 8th and playing left field tonight is Cheyenne Mondragon. And batting 9th and catching is Abby Vassar. The head coach for the Lady Leopards is, of course, Steve Dalzell. He is assisted by his son, Sky Dalzell, and also Brooke Daly. Lorena out in the field first in the sharp white uniforms. Red piping on the jerseys, red socks, and white visors. Franklin counters in black jerseys with green sleeves, green pants. Should be an exciting game. We'll have to see if the day off has helped Franklin pitcher Reese Cottrell. She threw well over 200 pitches combined in the first 2 games. She's back in the circle tonight for the Lady Lions. Lorena going back to their ace and Kate Hauser. Kate's kind of led the way in the circle all season for the Lady Leopards. And she looks to lead her team tonight as they attempt to make what I believe would be their first trip to the state tournament in school history. So as we get started, Kaylin Ordner, the shortstop for Franklin, steps into the left-handed batter's box to face the right-handed throwing Kate Hauser. And we are ready to go in this decided game. Decisive game 3 in the Class 3A Regional Championship. First pitch on the way is a called strike. Next pitch on the way misses. It's even the count at a ball and a strike. Hauser looks into her team's dugout. Lorena on the third base dugout tonight. She'll get the pitch location and type. Looks at her wristband. And now we're ready to play. 1-1 on the way is outside for ball 2. Kaylin Ortner comes into tonight's game batting .529 on the season. No home runs, 41 runs batted in. This Franklin team can really hit the ball, put it in play. We want to thank the Roof Company, building relationships, serving people, and delivering results, for their sponsorship of this first inning. Ortner hits it back over to shortstop. Izzy Bradford. The throw is going to pull Alexis Nava off the bag, and Ortner will be aboard at first base. We'll check and see how the official, they're going to score it a hit, so it'll be an infield single for Kaylin Ordner. And she's going to hit a slow roller that got past Hauser in the circle. Bradford charged on the play, but just couldn't quite make the throw. The Lady Lions have their leadoff runner aboard. That brings up Haley Fannin, another left-handed hitter. First pitch on the way is high and outside, almost a pitch out to see if Kaylin Ordner was running. So 1 ball, no strikes to Fannin. She comes into tonight's game batting .434, no home runs, 41 runs batted in. Next pitch on the way is a called strike. Next pitch on the way from Kate Hauser, just misses outside. We do apologize. David is in the process of getting the scoreboard up and running, so I will repeat the count early and often during the at-bats. So 2 balls and a strike. Nobody out here in the top of the first inning. No scores. We're just underway in this decisive Game 3 of the Region 3 Regional Championship. Haley Fannin squares around to bunt. And it's going to be an interesting play here as Kaylin Ortner was stealing on the play. She runs down to second, slides in. She saw the ball on the ground at the plate, assumed it was a foul ball, and so ran back to first. So now it's a 2-ball, 2-strike count to Haley Fannin, and Kaylin Ortner is still at first base. Probably something you don't see very often. So the 2-2 is on the way, and it's going to be slapped into left field. In foul territory, Cheyenne Mondragon runs underneath it, reaches up, and makes the catch for the first out. She was just in foul territory. And that'll bring up Reese Cottrell with Kaylin Ortner still at first base. Cottrell hitting .561 on the season, 62 runs batted in. First pitch on the way from Hauser, way outside for ball 1. Abby Vassar was almost set up in the other batter's box. Again, I think they're trying to see if Kaylin Ortner is going to be attempting to steal down at first base, give Vassar a chance to throw her out. One on the way, she's running, Ortner's running. This ball's going to sail into center field. Good job by Jalen Elfar, backing her up. She can't quite make the play. And so all the way over to third is Ortner on the stolen base, and then we'll see if they call that an error on the Lady Leopards. They do. It's now, the count's even at a ball and a strike to Reese Cottrell, but now Kaylin Ortner stands down at third base, only 60 feet away with only 1 out here in the top of the first inning. Game 1, the Lady Lions did almost all of their damage, scoring 6 runs in that inning. It'd be great to see Kate Hauser get Cottrell at the plate. The 1-1 on the way just misses low and away for ball 2. Capacity crowd on hand here at Getterman Stadium. On a beautiful night for some softball. Hauser's ready with the 2-1, and it's going to be fouled back to the screen to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Then Cheyenne Mondragon in left, Jalen Elfar in center, Madison Taylor out in right field for the Lady Leopards. Callie Benton at third, Avery Boehm at short, Izzy Bradford at second, and Alexis Nava at first base. Abby Vassar behind the plate, catching for the senior, number 11, Kate Hauser. Hauser ready with the 2-2. Pitch upstairs for ball 3, so the count is full to the Franklin pitcher, Reese Cottrell. Hauser's ready with the payoff pitch. It's going to be slapped right down back to her at the circle. She fires onto first. They get the out at first, but coming home is Kaylin Ortner, and she slides just outside of the tag of Abby Vassar. It was a good throw by Alexis Nava, but a great job by Ortner with her head first slide around the throw and tag from Abby Vassar. And the Lady Lions have a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first inning. I think she'd made up her mind as soon as the ball was thrown, she was going to come home. So 2 outs now here in the top of the first inning. The third baseman, Emma Ricada, now the batter for Franklin. First pitch on the way. Upstairs for ball one, just out of the reach of Abby Vassar. Hauser taking her time now, waiting for the pitch signal. She's ready with the 1-0. Takeda slaps at it. She's going to push it foul down the third base line to even the count at a ball and a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Off-speed pitch from Hauser. Misses for ball 2. Again, Franklin leading 1-0 here in the top of the first inning. After Kaylin Ortner reached on an infield single, she made it all the way to third after stealing second and then going to third on an errant throw, and then came home on the ground out from Reese Cottrell. Next pitch on the way is lined right at Callie Benton, who makes a great catch to end the inning for the Lady Lions. So at the end of a half inning, it is Franklin 1, Lorena coming to bat. This is the D1 Waco presentation of Lady Leopard softball.
Pennington, I am 31 years old. I've lived in Waco pretty much all my life, and I am a realtor at Magnolia Realty. I catch myself in conversations probably every day talking about D1, and I always start by saying, hey, I don't want to sound like your typical gym person, but I do say, man, that place changed my life. I'm definitely not an introvert, I'm extrovert, I'm very social. However, I got in this funk where I kind of didn't want to be around people and I was insecure. I don't even know what the reason was, but it kept me from coming to a gym like this where it's big group workouts. I thought I was gonna be the last one in the workouts, you know, people weren't gonna talk to me, I was gonna look dumb, you know, that awful voice in your mind. And I remember the day I walked in here through that long hall, you guys just huge smiles, so welcoming. The first day I came, I mean, it's just been great ever since. So yes, physically I can tell that my body is looking better, I'm stronger, but my biggest thing is mentally. I am truly so happy and I'm just in the right mindset every single day, no matter what it is. So yes, D1 changed my life. I mean it.
All right, welcome back into Getterman Stadium for this decisive Game 3 in the Region 3 Class 3A championship game between Lorena and Franklin. Franklin took a 1-0 lead in the top of the first inning. Leopards coming to bat. It'll be Jalen Elfar, Alexis Nava, and Kate Hauser due up to face Reese Cottrell, the ace for Franklin. She has gone the distance in both games for Franklin. Leopards have been able to hit the ball off of Cottrell. Just always to a Franklin defender. First pitch on the way is a called strike to the Leopards leadoff hitter, Jalen Elfar. One on the way. Elfar swings and fouls it back to the screen and is quickly in an 0-2 hole. 0-2 on the way. It's going to be low and inside for ball one. Cottrell's ready with the 1-2. Just misses, I've got to guess, high. It was right over the outer half of the plate. But nonetheless, the count's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cottrell ready with the 2-2. And Elfar is going to foul this one back and out of play. Cottrell ready with the 2-2. An off-speed pitch down low to make the count full. So 3 balls and 2 strikes here to Jalen Elfar, the leadoff batter for the Leopards here in the bottom of the first inning. Franklin up 1-0 in this regional championship game. Cottrell ready with the 0-2, and this is going to be ripped into right center field all the way to the wall. Elfar hits first and turns, goes all the way to second, and she's aboard with a leadoff double here in the bottom of the first inning. Base hits sponsored by Lynn's Pharmacy Hewitt tonight. We want to thank Darby and Terry Wagner and Lynn's Pharmacy Hewitt. Service you deserve from neighbors you trust. So that's the way that the Leopards need to start off this ball game tonight. An extra base hit from Jalen Elfar, and that's going to bring up first baseman Alexis Nava. Nava pitched a gem in game 2. First pitch on the way is a called strike over the outer half of the plate. So saying Nava pitched game 2 on Thursday night. Pitched very well and got great defense behind her, holding Franklin to just 3 runs. Allowed Lorena to win it in the bottom of the 7th. The 0-1 on the way is going to be upstairs to even the count at a ball and a strike. Again, you see Jalen Elfar down at second base. Right now you want Nava to find a way to get her to third. She's way out in front, swings over an off-speed pitch. She's now behind in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Next pitch is swing and a miss for strike 3. And Nava's the first out of the inning. Kate Hauser's going to be intentionally walked. You don't see that very often. And that's going to bring up Hannah Deloney. And I'm pretty sure we're going to have a special pinch runner. And that's going to be number 17, Emerson Kramer. So Amy Kramer down at first base running for Kate Hauser, who was intentionally walked before she even stepped into the batter's box. They already made the decision that she's not going to beat him with her bat tonight. So runners at first and second. Hannah Deloney seeing her first plate appearance of the series. Right-handed batter to face Cottrell. First pitch on the way is an off-speed pitch. Deloney way out in front, fouls it off for strike 1. Cottrell's ready with the 0-1. Next pitch is a called strike over the outer half of the plate. And Deloney in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 on the way. It's going to be outside for ball one. Again, we want to thank the Roof Company for their sponsorship of this first inning. Again, the Roof Company, Austin and Aaron Montgomery, building relationships, serving people, and delivering results. Cottrell ready with the 1-2. Swing and a miss for strike three. And there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. And that'll bring up Izzy Bradford, the Lady Leopard second baseman. Bradford batting .306 on the year. First pitch on the way. It's over the inside corner for strike one. Again, Jalen Elfar down at second. She led off the bottom of the first with a double to the right center field wall. Alexis Nava struck out swinging, then Kate Hauser was intentionally walked. Hannah Deloney then struck out, which brings us to Izzy Bradford. At bat with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Leopards down 1-0. One on the way, off-speed pitch is pulled foul down the first base line. And Bradford now in the hole, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And if we've seen anything in these first 2 games, the best thing these Leopard hitters can do is get ahead in the count and force Cottrell to give them pitches that they can hit. And so far, first 3 hitters have all been behind in the count. The 1-2 on the way. It's going to be upstairs to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cottrell ready with the 2-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And that'll end the inning for the Leopards. They get no runs. They do get 1 hit. No errors, and they do leave 2 runners left. We'll take a commercial break. Leopards are down 1-0. This is the D1 Training Waco coverage of Lorena Lady Leopard softball.
Landscape and Sprinkler is your one-stop shop for turning your dream vision for the environment outside of your home or business into a reality. From laying sod and installing sprinklers to the finer beautifying touches and year-round maintenance, H&M Landscape and Sprinkler can do it all. Whether you are looking to sell your home, attract more customers, or beautify your home to enjoy with family and friends, H&M Landscape and Sprinkler has the skill and expertise to get the job done just the way you want. Visit them online at hmlandscapeandsprinkler.com or call 254-732-6818. That's H&M Landscape and Sprinkler.
Years of experience in the industry and a personality that brings bold ideas to the table.
And my skills working with people in the community and being able to wrangle all of his bold ideas.
We've decided to take this leap of faith and launch what we hope will not just be a roofing company,
but a way to serve our community by building amazing relationships that will grow beyond the projects.
Building relationships,
serving people,
delivering results.
We are Austin and Aaron Montgomery.
And this is The Roof Co.
I started over 3 years ago. My first goal was to really consider losing a little bit of weight. But really different than losing, I would really like to say that I've gained something. I've gained confidence, I've gained strength, I've gained stamina. So it's always interesting in today's society, right? We want to be leaner, we want to be smaller and so forth. And so we have this weight loss mentality. But to me, the gains have been more dramatic than anything.
All right, welcome back in as we go to the second inning, sponsored by the Roof Company. Kate Hauser back in the circle. She's facing Caroline Smitherman. First pitch on the way. Off speed, kind of freezes Smitherman, and it's a called strike 1. Franklin up 1-0 here in the top of the second inning. Caroline Smitherman at bat for the Lady Lions. 0-1 on the way is going to be outside for ball one. Smitherman comes into the game batting .484, 27 runs batted in on the season. The 1-1 on the way. It's going to be high and outside for ball two. So 2 balls and a strike to Smitherman. The Franklin first baseman. Should be followed by Tracy Lowry and Raylan Urey. Off-speed pitch. In for another called strike. And so the count's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the top of the second. Again, Franklin leading 1-0. 2-2 on the way, just misses outside. And the count goes full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hauser having some discussion with the coaches in the dugout about what pitch to call. Smitherman in the batter's box ready to go, and here's the payoff pitch. And it's going to be a called strike 3. So take a look at the CF Supply replay on that. If we're able to get to it. Yeah, right there, over the outer half of the plate. Strikeouts tonight sponsored by Hooks Select Baseball and Softball. Get hooked. Hauser with her first strikeout of the game, also the first out of this inning, and that's going to bring up Tracy Lowry, the catcher for the Lady Lions. First pitch on the way from Kate Hauser is upstairs for ball one. The 1-0 on the way, just misses to even the count at a ball and a strike. Scoreboard's got the count at 2 balls and no strikes. I think it's 1-1. Next pitch on the way is a called strike. To Tracy Lowry. Time has been called. The third base umpire is talking to someone in the stands. Not quite sure what it is about. My guess is somebody said something. But head coach Jordan Lyle alerted the third base umpire. I'm not sure which. It's either Kent Gardner, Foy Light, or Kevin Lewis. Not sure who it is. Maybe some fans may have said something that he didn't like. It looks like we're back ready for game action. And now the contingent of Leopard fans is going to stand and cheer So the count's correct, 2 balls and 1 strike. 1 out here in the top of the second inning. Franklin up 1-0. One on the way. This ball's gonna be ripped right through the hole at shortstop, past shortstop Avery Bain, who gave it her best effort, couldn't quite make the catch. But Tracy Lowry is aboard with a 1-out single. Coming on to run at first base for Franklin is going to be number 15, Haley Hayes. Coming to bat is now the designated player for Franklin, number 11, Raylan Urey. Urey, the number 7 hole hitter, the first right-handed batter for Franklin. So the first 6 hitters, all left-handed batters. Now Raylan Urey in from the right-handed side. Again, Haley Hayes down at first, running for Tracy Lowry, the catcher. First pitch on the way is high for ball 1. Again, Franklin up 1-0 here in the top of the second inning. The 1-0 called strike to even the count at 1-1. The 1-1 on the way is going to be high for ball 2. Hauser likes to take her time in the circle, gets her pitch from the dugout. 2-1 on the way. It's a called strike. Haley Hayes running on the play. She's going to slide in safely down at second base with the stolen base. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Raylan Urey. Hauser ready with the 2-2. Just does miss outside to take the count full. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to Raylan Urey here in the top of the second inning. Franklin up 1-0. Haley Hayes down at second base. The catcher Tracy Lowry singled to left. And then Haley Hayes came on to pinch run and stole second base. Next pitch is a called strike 3. And just like that, there are 2 outs in the inning, both on strikeouts from Kate Hauser. And that'll bring up the right fielder, Cassidy Polson, with 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. Again, Franklin up 1-0. Polson, another right-handed batter for Franklin. Hauser at the back of the circle. So she takes her time, and then once she gets her pitch, she steps on the rubber, rocks back, and comes home with it. Swing and a miss from Polson for strike 1. Should Polson get aboard, that would bring up second baseman Kylie Cambiano, the 9-hole hitter for Franklin. Hauser's ready, the 0-1 on the way. High and outside to even the count at a ball and a strike. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. If you're not here at the ball game, as I think most of the Lorena community is here, I know the softball players greatly appreciate the support both in person and in the broadcast. Hauser's ready with the 1-1. It's going to be over the outer part of the plate for a called strike. And you can see with both pitchers, both Kate Hauser and Reese Cottrell, really trying to work those inner and outer corners, hitting certain spots based on who's at bat. So great job by Hauser there to take it to 1 ball and 2 strikes. She's ready with the 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And the side is retired for Franklin. They get no runs on 1 hit. They do leave a runner left. At the end of an inning and a half, the score is Franklin 1, Lorena nothing. We'll take a commercial break and come right back. This is the D1 Training Waco broadcast of Lorena Lady Leopards softball.
Did you know that half of Americans who use mail-order pharmacy miss their medications due to late delivery? Well, Lynn's Pharmacy Hewitt offers all the conveniences of the large corporate pharmacies, but also offers fast, friendly service and the convenience of a local drive-thru and free delivery. Free delivery. If you are in need of a flu shot, now is the perfect time to visit Lynn's Pharmacy Hewitt with no appointment necessary. Come by 511 North Hewitt Drive or call us at 254-666-5000. Stop waiting on the mail. Try Lynn's Pharmacy Hewitt and let us take the frustration out of your pharmacy experience today.
Samuel Grismer. I've been coming here for about a year and a half. It's a great place. It's so much fun working out. The environment's awesome. I love how lively it is, all the music playing, how we get to work out on like this massive turf field, use all the equipment. Everything's so awesome. I've grown so much. I can picture myself the way that I was, now the way that I am now, and it's like a massive gap. If you want to get better, if you actually want to get better, this would be a great place because they actually work on your goals, not just all right, do this, do this, do this, do this, but they let you improve and push yourself to the limit. They know your limits better than anyone. They know what's best for you, and so they will always give you what's best for you. I mean, I'm just so comfortable here working out because I know that they have my best interest in mind. And yeah, it's awesome. The coaches are great.
All right, welcome back in. As we go to the bottom of the second, Lorena down 1-0. It's going to be Callie Benton to lead it off for the Lady Leopards here in the bottom of the frame. First pitch on the way is a called strike. Again, we want to thank the Roof Company, Austin and Aaron Montgomery, for their sponsorship of innings 1 through 6 tonight. The Roof Company, building relationships, serving people, and delivering results. Cottrell ready with the 0-1. It's going to be ripped back into center field. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Benton turns at first and heads for second, and she's going to be aboard with a stand-up double. And again, the Leopards have their leadoff hitter aboard. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. Again, all base hits tonight sponsored by Lynn's Pharmacy Hewitt. Lynn's Pharmacy Hewitt, service you deserve from neighbors you trust. So Benton's down at second base, and that's going to bring up the shortstop, Abry Bame. First pitch from Cottrell on the way, and Bame lays down a bunt. The throw is not in time from third baseman Emma Ricada, and Bame kind of surprised him with the infield single. Moving over to third is Callie Benton, and the Lady Leopards have runners at the corners with nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. And that's another Lynn's Pharmacy Hewitt base hit. We want to thank Darby and Terry Wagner for their support of Lady Leopard softball. Lynn's Pharmacy Hewitt, service you deserve from neighbors you trust. And that'll bring up Cheyenne Mondragon. Certainly my favorite name on the Lady Leopard roster. Mondragon playing left field tonight for Lorena. First pitch on the way from Cottrell. Mondragon squares around to bunt but pulls it back. The pitch is a called strike. Cheyenne gets the signals from softball head coach Steve Dalzell, coaching down at third base. And Cottrell's ready with the 0-1. Mondragon squares around to bunt again, and she's going to be called out by the home plate umpire, I believe, for making contact with the ball outside of the batter's box. I'm going to be 100% honest, I don't know how to score that.
Now the catcher, number 25.
But nonetheless, that's the first out of the inning. And that's going to bring up Abby Vassar, the Lorena catcher. So one out here in the bottom of the second inning. Franklin up 1-0. And Reese Cottrell is ready. Again, another bunt from Vassar. She's going to be safe at first as Emma Ricada came in and fielded the bunt, turned to throw to shortstop. Kaylin Ortner, who was covering third base, trying to get Callie Benton. So the bases are now loaded with one out after Vassar reaches on the fielder's choice, and that's going to bring up Jalen Elfar. Elfar led off the game with a double to right center field. First pitch on the way. It's an off-speed pitch in the dirt for ball one. Leopard sensing something here in the bottom of the second inning. Franklin up 1-0. The 1-0 on the way is a called strike over the outer half of the plate to even the count at 1-1 strike. The 1-1 on the way. This ball's going to be stabbed by third baseman Emma Ricada. She reaches over and tags third base to get the force of Avery Boehm at third. But coming home to score is Callie Benton, and this game is all tied up at 1. Moving down to second base is Abby Vassar. And Elfar is aboard at first, again on the fielder's choice. But the important thing is she put the ball in play, which allowed Callie Benton to come home and tie this ball game at 1. That's going to bring up Alexis Nava with 2 on and 2 out. First pitch on the way from Cottrell. It's low and inside for ball 1. So try to recap it. Callie Benton led off the top of the second, doubling to the center field wall. She moved to third on the infield single, bunt single by Avery Boehm, as Nava fouls this one back. Catcher Tracy Lowry unable to make the catch. And it should be 1 ball and 2 strikes to Nava. But Avery Boehm laid down a great bunt, reached on a bunt single. Cheyenne Mondragon was called out after hitting the ball out of the batter's box. Abby Vassar reached on a fielder's choice. And then Jalen Elfar reached on a fielder's choice, which brought home Benton. Another foul ball from Alexis Nava keeps the count at a ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Here's the 1-2. Again, pitches down in the dirt, bounces in front of home plate to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So you've got Avery Boehm down at second. Correction, Abby Vassar down at second. Jalen Elfar down at first. Two on the way. There's going to be a called strike 3. Nava wasn't expecting the off-speed pitch, and she looks at strike 3, and that'll end the inning for the Leopards, but not before they get a run on 2 hits. They do leave 2 runners left, but at the end of 2 innings, the score is all tied up at 1. We'll take a commercial break and come right back. This is the D1 Training Waco broadcast of Lorena Lady Leopard Softball.
Listen up. If you take pride in your lawn, you need to mow with the best. Gravely. The made in the USA perfect cut quality grass devour and beast of the zero turns. Gravely residential mowers are built just as tough as their commercial machines, with comfort and features you won't find on other mowers. Mow with perfection. Get yourself a Gravely.
The full line of Gravely residential mowers is available at Landscape Supply. Come visit our new 10,000 square foot showroom in Spiegelville for the largest selection of outdoor power equipment.
Landscape and Sprinkler is your one-stop shop for turning your dream vision for the environment outside of your home or business into a reality. From laying sod and installing sprinklers to the finer beautifying touches and year-round maintenance, H&M Landscape and Sprinkler can do it all. Whether you are looking to sell your home, attract more customers, or beautify your home to enjoy with family and friends, H&M Landscape and Sprinkler has the skill and expertise to get the job done just the way you want. Visit them online at hmlandscapeandsprinkler.com or call 254-732-6818. That's H&M Landscape and Sprinkler.
Welcome back in. As we go to the top of the 3rd inning, game is all tied up at 1. Leopards scratch a run across in the bottom of the 2nd inning to tie this game at 1. Again, we want to thank the Roof Company for their sponsorship of innings 1 through 6 tonight. The Roof Company, Austin and Aaron Montgomery, building relationships, serving people, delivering results. Also want to thank CF Supply for all of their instant replays tonight. If I forget to thank them when we run a replay, we want to thank Kevin Taylor and CF Supply. Build with CF Supply.
Now batting for Franklin, the second baseman, number 13, Kylie Cambiano.
All right, leading off the top of the 3rd for Franklin is going to be second baseman Kylie Cambiano. Comes into the game batting .370 on the season, 21 runs batted in. Kate Hauser back for her 3rd inning of work. First pitch on the way. Just misses low for ball 1. As the shadows begin to creep in across or almost completely engulfed the Getterman Stadium field in shadows. The 1-0 on the way. Check swing, appeal down to Fondell Adams at first base. Says no swing. So it's 2 balls and no strikes to the number 9 hole hitter, Kylie Cambiano. We'll be back at the top of the order with Kaylin Ortner and Haley Fannin following Cambiano. Hauser's ready. Next pitch on the way. Called strike 1. So 2 balls and a strike now to Cambiano. Hauser's ready with the 2-1. Cambiano swings and fouls it back to the backstop to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Leopard fans will start their group clapping together, clapping of the hands together with 2 strikes. Hauser with 2 strikeouts in the game so far. The 2-2 on the way. Off-speed pitch is pulled down the line. Benton's going to field it, but it's just going to be in foul territory. This home plate umpire, it's either Kent Gardner or Kevin Lewis. I got the names, just didn't get their positions. Benton was in fair territory, but fielded the ball in foul territory. Made a good throw over to first base. Would have got Cambiano, but nonetheless, we're back to do it again. Hauser with the pitch is high and outside, and the count goes full. Hauser ready with the 3-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And that's the 4th strikeout victim of Cade Hauser tonight. All strikeouts tonight sponsored by Hooks Select Baseball and Softball. Get hooked. Special thanks to Vindy Blancett for his sponsorship of Lady Leopard softball tonight. And we'll go back to the top of the order and Kaylin Ortner. Kate looks into the dugout, gets her sign. And Ortner squares around to bunt, bunts it foul, prompting a lot of Lorena fans to explain to the home plate umpire that she appeared to be out of the batter's box as well when she made contact with that pitch. Nonetheless, it's a foul ball for strike 1. Hauser's ready with the 0-1. It's upstairs to even the count at a ball and a strike. Certainly want to give a shout out to the Lorena administration for allowing us to put this game on the air tonight. Superintendent Joe Kuchera, head football coach and athletic director Ray Biles, and also Lorena High School principal Kevin Johnson. Seen all 3 of them in the stands enjoying some Saturday night softball. Two balls and a strike now to Kaylin Ortner. 1 out here in the top of the 3rd inning. Ortner slaps it right at Avery Bame at short. She fires over to first, and Alexis Nava does a great job of scooping it out of the dirt for the out. Just like that, there's 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd. Again, Ortner kind of that slap hitter, slapped it right at Avery Bame, who was up with it quickly, fired over to first for the out. All putouts tonight is sponsored by the Ascension Medical Group, Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Special thanks to Lisa Holt and the group over at Ascension Medical Group, Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. 2 outs, and Haley Fannin is the batter. She squares around to bunt, pulls the bat back as the pitch is upstairs for ball 1. The 1-0 on the way, off-speed pitch is in and over to even the count at a ball and a strike. Two outs here in the top of the 3rd. 1-1 on the way. It's going to be slapped into shallow left field. Avery Bame calling for it. She kind of collides with Cheyenne Mondragon, but is able to hang on to the ball, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. So for Franklin in the top of the third. They get no runs, no hits, nobody left on base. We'll go to a commercial break. This is the D1 Training Waco broadcast of Lorena Lady Leopard softball.
Pennington. I am 31 years old. I've lived in Waco pretty much all my life, and I am a realtor at Magnolia Realty. I catch myself in conversations probably every day talking about D1, and I always start by saying, hey, I don't want to sound like your typical gym person, but I do say, man, that place changed my life. I'm definitely not an introvert. I'm extrovert. I'm very social. However, I got in this funk where I kind of didn't want to be around people, and I was insecure. I don't even know what the reason was, but it kept me from coming to a gym like this where it's big group workouts. I thought I was going to be the last one in the workout. You know, people weren't going to talk to me. I was going to look dumb, you know, that awful voice in your mind. And I remember the day I walked in here through that long hall, you guys just huge smiles, so welcoming. The first day I came, I mean, it's just been great ever since. So yes, physically, I can tell that my body is looking better, I'm stronger, but my biggest thing is mentally. I am truly so happy, and I'm just in the right mindset every single day, no matter what it is. So yes, D1 changed my life. I mean it.
Welcome back in as we go to the bottom of the third. Kate Hauser leads it off, and she's going to rip a little, kind of hits it off the end of the bat, cues it off the end of the bat a little bit, and it kind of dies in the dirt. Second baseman Kylie Cambiano gets over there and fields it, but not in time. Doesn't have enough time to make a play on Hauser, and she's aboard with a single. And as the usual, we see Emerson Kramer come on to pinch run as a special pinch runner for the pitcher, Kate Hauser. So Kramer now down at first, running for Hauser. That brings up Hannah Deloney, the Lady Leopards' designated player. First pitch on the way from Cottrell. It's going to be a called strike to the Lady Leopards' designated player, Hannah Deloney. Again, we want to thank the Roof Company for their sponsorship of innings 1 through 6. Austin and Aaron Montgomery, building relationships, serving people, delivering results. That's the Roof Company. No balls and a strike to Deloney. Nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Deloney's going to foul this one back to the screen. And she's now in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Also want to thank Lynn's Pharmacy Hewitt, sponsoring all the base hits tonight. Darby and Terry Wagner and Lynn's Pharmacy Hewitt, service you deserve from neighbors you trust. Cottrell ready with the 0-2. Way outside. Wasting the pitch to see if she could get Deloney to chase it. Deloney with the good eye. Making the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Cottrell ready with the 1-2. Deloney fouls it back to the screen to stay alive. Again, Emerson Kramer running down at first base for the Lady Leopards. That was after a leadoff single from Kate Hauser to start the bottom of this third inning. 1-2 on the way. Off-speed pitch. Deloney out in front, swings and misses. 4 strike 3. That's the 4th strikeout of the day for Reese Cottrell. And that'll bring up the second baseman, Izzy Bradford. Bradford struck out her first time. back in the first inning. Again, game all tied up at 1 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. First pitch on the way, swing and a miss from Bradford. Bradford trying to kind of function as a slap hitter from the left-handed side of the plate. Running through the box, swinging and missing for strike 1. Cottrell ready with the 0-1. Off-speed pitch is a called strike 2. So just like that, Bradford in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. The 0-2 just does miss. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Cottrell ready. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And Bradford goes down on strikes. Strikeout number 5 for Reese Cottrell. And that'll bring up 3rd baseman Callie Benton. So Benton steps up. She led off the 2nd inning, doubling to center field, and then came around to score. She looks at strike 1. It's a pretty big gap in left center field if she can get a hold of one and drive it there again. 0-1 on the way, and she does just that, drives it deep into left field. But Riley Caldwell is back to make the catch for out number 3, but not before Benton gave it a ride. For the Leopards in the bottom of the 3rd, they get no runs on 1 hit. No Franklin errors, and there's 1 runner left on base. At the end of 3, the game is all tied at 1. We'll take a commercial break and come right back. This is the D1 Training Waco broadcast of Lorena Lady Leopard Softball.
Years of experience in the industry and a personality that brings bold ideas to the table.
And my skills working with people in the community and being able to wrangle all of his bold ideas.
We've decided to take this leap of faith and launch what we hope will not just be a roofing company,
but a way to serve our community by building amazing relationships that will grow beyond the projects.
Building relationships,
serving people,
delivering results.
We are Austin and Aaron Montgomery.
And this is The Roof Co.
Welcome back in to the D1 Training broadcast of Lorena Lady Leopard Softball. We go to the top of the 4th inning, game all tied up at 1. We want to thank the Roof Company for their sponsorship of innings 1 through 6. Austin and Aaron Montgomery and the Roof Company, building relationships, serving people, and delivering results. You need any kind of remodeling, home building, any of that, give Austin and Aaron Montgomery a call at the Roof Company. We definitely also want to thank Lisa Holt and Ascension Medical Group, Orthopedic and Sports Medicine for sponsoring all of our putouts tonight, which we hope the Leopards will get 3 quick ones. And then also I want you to stick around for post-game. We'll have an interview with head coach Steve Dalzell, sponsored by Landscape Supply. Leading off for the Lady Lions here in the top of the 4th inning is going to be the pitcher, Reese Cottrell. First pitch on the way from Kate Hauser. It's fouled back to the screen for strike 1. capacity crowd on hand here in Getterman Stadium. Great turnout from both communities, both Lorena and Franklin. These fans ought to get used to seeing each other a lot as Franklin moves into District 11 with Lorena for the upcoming football season. Hauser ready with the 0-1. This ball's going to be lifted into left field, and it's going to bloop and fall in front of Cheyenne Mondragon. And some wicked spin on the ball. Spins away from her, rolls all the way into foul territory, and actually gets lodged under the fence. And we're going to see what's going to happen here. I think the umpires are going to have a conference to talk about as the ball was lodged in a fence down the left field side. I think the discussion is whether or not Cottrell will be allowed to take third base as the ball went out of play. And I would think the decision that they're going to have to make is if she would have gotten to third base or not. And it looks like she's going to stay at second base. Go ahead and call that a leadoff double for Reese Cottrell. Looks like we'll have a special pinch runner. It's going to be number 17, Naomi Rotundo, coming out to run for Reese Cottrell at second base. So Rotundo now running at second base for Cottrell. And in steps Emma Ricada, the Lady Lions third baseman. First pitch on the way. It's going to be bunted straight down into foul territory. Abby Vassar up quickly to field the ball. But the home plate umpire signals foul. So we'll come back and do it again. Ricada 0 for 1 tonight. She lined to her counterpart, Callie Benton, at third base to end the first inning. So 1 on, nobody out here in the top of the fourth inning. Game all tied at 1. Ricada slaps this ball foul into the safety netting down the left field line. Just like that, 2 pitches and 2 strikes. Kate Hauser ahead in the count, 0-2 to Emma Ricada. Again, Naomi Rotundo down at second base running for the Lady Lions. Oh-2 on the way, off-speed pitch outside for ball 1. One-two on the way. Ricada just gets a piece of it to push it foul and stay alive. The 1-2 on the way. Ricada fouls it off again to stay alive. Again, 1 on, nobody out here in the top of the fourth inning. Game all tied up at 1. Franklin 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. The Lady Leopards 1 run on 4 hits and 1 error. Hauser takes her time, gets her signal. Down into the circle with the 1-2. It's slapped back into center field. Up quickly is Jalen Elfar. She's going to fire the ball home. Jordan Lyle holds Naomi Rotundo at third base. And on the throw home, Rekieta takes second base. So now the Lady Lions have 2 runners in scoring position. Nobody out here in the top of the 4th inning. So Naomi Rotundo down at third base. After the leadoff double from Reese Cottrell, and then Emma Rekieta singles to center. Moves to second on the throw home. And the Lady Lions have something cooking here in the top of the 4th inning. Caroline Smitherman now the batter for Franklin. She looks at ball 1. The 1-0 on the way. It is a called strike to even the count at 1-1. Leopards infield in on the right side. Alexis Nava at first, Izzy Bradford at second. Assuming they're going to come home on a ground ball. The 1-1, an off-speed pitch. Low and away for ball 2. Callie Benton playing about even with the bag at third. And Avery Bame shifting to the left a little bit. She's playing Smitherman to slap. 2-1 on the way, misses for ball 3. So I think they're just going to decide to go ahead and walk Caroline Smitherman. Put her aboard to load the bases for the catcher, Tracy Lowry. Lowry 1 for 1. She singled back in the 2nd inning. So bases loaded, nobody out. Lady Lions looking to take the lead here in the top of the 4th inning. Game all tied at 1. Kate Hauser in the circle for the Lady Leopards. She comes home. First pitch is outside for ball 1. If you're Lorena here, you want to try to keep the ball in the infield and come home for the force at home. 1-0 on the way, misses. For ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes now to Tracy Lowry. And Kate Hauser's got to be careful here because you can't walk Lowry. There's nowhere to put her. But at the same time, you don't want to give her a pitch to hit. 2-0 on the way is fouled back at the screen. So 2 balls and a strike now to Tracy Lowry, the Lady Lions catcher. Again, if you're just joining us, scores all tied at 1 here in the top of the 4th inning between Franklin and Lorena. Capacity crowd on hand here at Getterman Stadium. Hauser's ready with the 2-1. Off-speed pitch. Just misses that outside corner. Abby Vassar kind of squeezed that ball and held onto it for a little bit longer, hoping to get the strike call. She now tells Kate Hauser to calm down, settle down. She can do this. It's 3 balls and a strike now to Tracy Lowry. Again, bases loaded, nobody out here in the top of the 4th. Hauser ready with the 3-1. 3-1 is right down Main Street for a called strike 2. Looked like Lowry was taking all the way. So now the count is full. Hauser ready with the payoff pitch. It's going to be ripped into left field. It's going to get by Cheyenne Mondragon and go all the way to the wall. Jalen Elfar backing up, fires it back in. And they're going to get Tracy Lowry trying to go to third, but not before 3 runs come in. On the RBI double from Tracy Lowry. Just like that, with one swing of the bat, the Lady Lions are back in front 4-1. And that'll bring up Braylon Urey, the designated player for Franklin. And really a great job by Jalen Elfar backing up on the play. She fired it back into third to get Tracy Lowry trying to stretch it into a triple. First pitch on the way to Urey's popped foul just outside. Hits in fair territory, but then spins foul in front of Alexis Nava for strike 1. You knew Hauser had to come back over the plate with a pitch, and Tracy Lowry ripped it to the left field wall. Got by Cheyenne Mondragon, who kind of overplayed it a little bit, trying to make the catch. Next pitch on the way is upstairs to even the count of the ball and a strike. Franklin did their damage in game 1 in the first inning, scoring 6 runs on 6 hits. Tonight they've got 3 runs on 3 hits here in the top of the 4th inning. Next pitch on the way is a called strike just over the outer corner of the plate. So the count's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hauser ready, she rocks and fires. It's going to be upstairs. 4 ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. Franklin with 3 runs across to regain the lead 4-1. Next pitch from Urey is lifted into right field. Madison Taylor reaches up and makes the catch for out number 2. Urey gave it a ride, but Taylor doing a great job defensively out in right field. Makes the catch for out number 2. So with 2 outs here in the 4th, that'll bring up Cassidy Polson. Of course, all those putouts, that putout is especially brought to you by Ascension Medical Group Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. I want to thank Lisa Holt and the crew over there at the Ascension Medical Group Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. The 2 outs for Cassidy Polson. She pops up the first pitch, goes out of play, actually falls through the netting and into the stands. The 0-1 on the way. Another called strike over that outer corner. And Polson's now in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Hauser's got her sign. She kicks and deals. A little pop fly down the first base line. Alexis Nava giving chase, but just can't make the catch. And Polson stays alive here in the top of the 4th. Again, Franklin with 3 runs across on a bases loaded, bases clearing double from Tracy Lowry. Kylie Cambiano would be next, should Polson get aboard. The 0-2 on the way. It's a called strike 3, right over the outer half of the plate. And that's the 3rd out. Will end the inning for the Lady Lions. But not before they get 3 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors and no runners left on base. We'll take a commercial break and come right back. This is the D1 Training Waco broadcast of Lorena Lady Leopard Softball.
Do you know that half of Americans who use mail order pharmacy miss their medications due to late delivery? Well, Lynn's Pharmacy Hewitt offers all the conveniences of the large corporate pharmacies, but also offers fast, friendly service and the convenience of a local drive-through and free delivery. Free delivery. If you are in need of a flu shot, now is the perfect time to visit Lynn's Pharmacy Hewitt with no appointment necessary. Come by 511 North Hewitt Drive or call us at 254-666-5000. Stop waiting on the mail. Try Lynn's Pharmacy Hewitt and let us take the frustration out of your pharmacy experience today.
Welcome back into the D1 Training Waco broadcast of Lorena Lady Leopard Softball. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Leopards now down 4-1. Want to thank our sponsors for tonight, The Roof Company, for sponsoring innings 1 through 6. Austin and Aaron Montgomery at The Roof Company, building relationships, serving people, and delivering results. Also want to thank Kevin Taylor and CF Supply for sponsoring all the instant replays tonight. CF Supply, build with CF Supply. I think I forgot to mention it earlier, so I want to get to it now. All runs scored tonight by the Lady Leopards are sponsored by the Browder Wood family. We appreciate Shantae Browder and Lindy Wood for their sponsorship of Lorena Lady Leopard Softball. Leopards are going to need to mount a rally here in the bottom of the 4th inning. It'll be Avery Boehm, Cheyenne Mondragon, and Abby Vassar due up for the Lady Leopards here in the bottom of the 4th. You might see some of Avery's fandom right there behind home plate, standing up. She's first pitch swinging and fouls it out of play for strike 1. Boehm reached back in the 2nd inning on a great bunt that she laid down right in front of home plate. So 1 for 1 officially on the evening. Next pitch is going to be blooped into left field. And Boehm will be aboard with a leadoff single to left. So far, every leadoff hitter has reached base for the Lady Leopards. Jalen Elfar led off the game with a double. Callie Benton led off the 2nd inning with a double. Kate Hauser led off the 3rd with a single, and now Avery Boehm aboard with a single to left here in the bottom of the 4th inning. All base hits sponsored tonight by Lynn's Pharmacy Hewitt. Cheyenne Mondragon now the hitter for Lorena. She looks at strike 1. Reese Cottrell out on the mound for her 4th inning of work for Franklin. She's gone the distance in the entire series for the Lady Lions. 0-1 on the way is fouled back to the screen. And correction, that is not Cheyenne Mondragon hitting. That is a pinch hitter, Emerson Kramer. So Emerson Kramer now the pinch hitter for the Lady Leopards. The 0-2 on the way is an off-speed pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Cottrell's ready with the 1-2. And it's going to be a called strike 3 for Emerson Kramer. It's the 6th strikeout tonight for Reese Cottrell. And that'll bring up the Lady Leopard catcher, Abby Vassar, at the plate with 1 on and 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Leopards now down 4-1. First pitch on the way, low for ball 1. Cottrell ready with the 1-0. This is going to be a called strike over the outer half of the plate. Lorena fans not happy with the call, felt like that pitch was a little high. But nonetheless, evens the count of the ball and a strike. Vassar squares around, lays down a bunt, but it rolls foul. So a ball and 2 strikes to the Lorena catcher, Abby Vassar. Vassar scored 3 of the 4 runs in Thursday night's game 2, including the winning run. Next pitch is going to be fouled. It's going to land on top of the third base dugout. She'll come back and do it again. So ball and 2 strikes to Abby Vassar. Avery Bain down at first base. Cottrell ready with the 1-2. Bain fouls it out of play. And a nice catch by a Franklin fan. So Vassar doing a good job fouling pitches off till she finds the one she likes. Reese Cottrell up to 58 pitches now here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 1-2 on the way, off-speed pitch. Vassar way out in front. Swing and a miss for out number 2. Now the 7th strikeout victim for Reese Cottrell on the evening. And that'll bring us back to the top of the order. And center fielder Jalen Elfar. Elfar 1 for 2 on the night. First pitch on the way from Cottrell. It's fouled back to the screen for strike 1. Cottrell ready with the 0-1. Elfar's going to push this one foul down the first base line and out of play for strike 2. So Elfar now in the hole, 0 for 2. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Leopards down 4-1. Avery Bain still down at first base after leading off the inning with a single to left. Cottrell ready with the 0-2. Off-speed pitch is hit right at shortstop, Kaylin Ortner. She fires on to Caroline Smitherman at first for the 3rd out of the inning. For the Lady Leopards in the bottom of the 4th, they get no runs on a hit. No Franklin errors and 1 runner left on base at the end of 4. It's Franklin 4, Lorena 1. We'll take a commercial break and come right back. This is the D1 Training Waco broadcast of Lorena Lady Leopard softball.
Listen up. If you take pride in your lawn, you need to mow with the best. Gravely. The made in the USA perfect cut quality grass devour and beast of the zero turns. Gravely residential mowers are built just as tough as their commercial machines, with comfort and features you won't find on other mowers. Mow with perfection. Get yourself a Gravely.
The full line of Gravely residential mowers is available at Landscape Supply. Come visit our new 10,000 square foot showroom in Spiegelville for the largest selection of outdoor power equipment.
Welcome back into the D1 Training Waco broadcast of Lorena Lady Leopard softball. My name is Jared Brown with David Gibson in the booth producing tonight. So David's not going to be on the microphone much, but the Leopards find themselves on the wrong end of a 4-1 score as we go to the top of the 5th inning. Want to thank the Roof Company, Austin and Aaron Montgomery, for sponsoring innings 1 through 6 tonight. The Roof Company, building relationships, serving people, and delivering results. Leading off for Franklin here in the 5th inning is going to be 9-hole hitter Kylie Cambiano. She looks at a first pitch strike from Kate Hauser. Certainly want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight, wherever you may be from. If you can't make it up to Waco and the game, listen. Thanks for tuning into our broadcast. Next pitch on the way is upstairs for ball 1. Next pitch on the way is going to be lifted into right field, shallow right field, behind first base. Second baseman Izzy Bradford calling off Madison Taylor and makes the catch for out number 1.
Stepping into the box, the leadoff batter, the shortstop, number 4, Caitlin Ordner.
And that'll bring us back to the top of the order, and Caitlin Ordner. Caitlin Ortner now the batter. She's swinging at the first pitch she sees, fouls it back. It's going to land just above the third base dugout, Lorena's dugout tonight. One defensive change to tell you about. Now playing left field is Emerson Kramer. Emerson came on to pinch hit for Cheyenne Mondragon and is staying out to play left field. Hauser ready with the 0-1. It's going to be low and outside. Hauser's ready. Next pitch on the way. Ordner checks her swing, peeled down to the third base umpire, says she did not go around. For ball 2. So 2 balls and a strike to the Franklin shortstop, Caitlin Ortner. Hauser ready. She rocks and fires. Off-speed pitch. Just misses high to make the count 3 balls and a strike. Hauser now ready with the 3-1. Low for ball 4. And Ortner is aboard with a 1-out walk. That'll bring up center fielder Haley Fannin. Abby Vassar out from behind the plate to give some defensive instructions. Fannin 0 for 2 on the night. Fannin a slap hitter, kind of runs through that batter's box. Looks at ball 1 upstairs. Hauser's ready. Next pitch is outside. Again, Kaylin Ortner down at first. One out here in the top of the 5th inning. Franklin up 4-1. Ortner stealing on the pitch, and Abby Vassar is going to throw down to second, and it looks like Ortner slid past the base, and Avery Boehm applied the tag and held it on her as Ortner slid past it, and she's called out by the second base umpire. And just like that, there's 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Next pitch is hit right back to Hauser at first. In the circle, she fires over to first. And the Lady Leopards are done in the top of the 5th inning. There were no runs on no hits and nobody left on base. It's Franklin 4, Lorena 1. We'll take a commercial break and come right back. This is the D1 Training Waco broadcast of Lorena Lady Leopard softball.
Listen up. If you take pride in your lawn, you need to mow with the best. Gravely. The made in the USA perfect cut quality grass devour and beast of the zero turns. Gravely residential mowers are built just as tough as their commercial machines, with comfort and features you won't find on other mowers. Mow with perfection. Get yourself a Gravely.
The full line of Gravely residential mowers is available at Landscape Supply. Come visit our new 10,000 square foot showroom in Spiegelville for the largest selection of outdoor power equipment.
All right, welcome back in to the D1 Training Waco broadcast of Lorena Lady Leopard softball as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Leopards trying to get something started to cut into that 4-1 lead as they find themselves on the wrong end of that score to the Franklin Lady Lions. The winner of this game punches their ticket to the state tournament. We want to thank all of our sponsors for tonight's game. Again, Hooks Select Baseball and Softball. Get hooked. Special thanks to Vinny Blancett for sponsoring the Lorena Lady Leopards tonight. Also, all putouts when the Leopards are on defense, brought to you by Ascension Medical Group, Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Special thanks to Lisa Holt and her sponsorship of Lorena Lady Leopards softball. Leading off for the Leopards here in the bottom of the 5th inning is going to be first baseman Alexis Nava. Again, Reese Cottrell going the distance for Franklin. First pitch on the way to Nava is a called strike. And we want to thank the Roof Company for their sponsorship of innings 1 through 6, Austin and Aaron Montgomery, and the Roof Company, building relationships, serving people, and delivering results. Next pitch on the way from Reese Cottrell is downstairs to even the count at a ball and a strike. Nava looking to continue the trend as every leadoff hitter for Lorena tonight has reached base to start the frame. The 1-1 on the way is going to be high for ball 2. Nava 0 for 2 on the evening. Struck out both times she's been at bat. 2 of Reese Cottrell's 7 strikeout victims tonight. 2-1 on the way. This pitch is ripped into the left field corner. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Novice is going to take a turn at first. She's going to go for second, and she's going to slide in safely. So Alexis Nava with a leadoff double down the left field line. And again, the Leopards have their leadoff hitter aboard.
It's the pitcher, number 11, Kate Hauser.
And that'll bring up the pitcher, Kate Hauser, who won't even have to step into the batter's box as she's going to be intentionally walked for the second time tonight. And so just like that, the Leopards have 2 on with nobody out. That base hit brought to you by Lynn's Pharmacy Hewitt. Darby and Terry Wagner over at Lynn's Pharmacy Hewitt. Service you deserve from neighbors you trust. And that'll bring up the designated player, Hannah Deloney. Deloney 0 for 2 tonight. And we're going to have a special pinch runner at first base for Kate Hauser. That is going to be number 12, Gracie Adam. So you got Alexis Nava out at second base after the leadoff double. Kate Hauser was intentionally walked. And now Gracie Adam on to run for Hauser. So the Lady Leopards with 2 on, nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Hannah Deloney is your batter. First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Tracy Lowry missed the ball. The ball hit the home plate umpire square in the mask. Would have been interesting to see if she actually made contact with that, because had she not, I think that would have been a live ball and the runners could have advanced. But nonetheless, no balls in a strike to Hannah Deloney. Oh, 1 on the way. It's going to be a called strike 2 over the outer half of the plate. Pitch a little bit high, but home plate umpire, again, either Kent Gardner or Kevin Lewis has been given that pitch all night. Next pitch on the way. It's going to be upstairs for ball 1. Deloney still in the hole, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Alexis Nava down at second. Gracie Adam stands at first. The Lady Leopard base runners. Cottrell ready with the 1-2. It's going to be off-speed pitch hit right at third baseman Kylie Cambiano. Correction, Emma Ricada, who steps on third to force Nava and then fires on to first to get Deloney. For the double play, so a solid job by Emma Ricada to turn the double play for the Franklin Lady Lions. Moving down to second is Gracie Adam. And that's going to bring up Izzy Bradford with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Bradford also taking the slap hitter approach, kind of runs through the left-handed batter's box. She looks at ball one. Just unfortunate for Delonia. She hit the ball hard just right at Emma Requeta, who was right next to third base. Stepped on it and fired it to first for the double play. Bradford's going to hit it. Goes off of Requeta's glove and out into foul territory down the left field line. And coming around to score will be Gracie Adam. And Izzy Bradford's going to find herself standing at second base. I'm sure they're going to call that a base hit. Let's go ahead and call that a double. And that's the second hit of the inning for the Lady Leopards. And that's going to bring up Lady Leopard third baseman Callie Benton. Of course, that base hit sponsored by Lynn's Pharmacy Hewitt. Darby and Terry Wagner at Lynn's Pharmacy Hewitt. Service you deserve from neighbors you trust. And that's going to bring up Callie Benton. Benton 1 for 2 on the night. The senior third baseman steps into the batter's box. Cottrell ready with the first pitch. It's going to be low for ball one. Benton, of course, a member of the playoff Lady Leopard basketball team and also a student athletic trainer during football season, where I'm told she earned the nickname Calzone from her partners in crime, the student athletic trainers. So the senior Callie Benton looking to keep the rally up. Put another run across for the Lady Leopards here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Score now 4-2, Franklin. And that pitch is going to hit Benton. And she runs down to first. And so Benton will be aboard. So 2 runners on now for Avery Bame.
Stepping into the box, with shortstop, number 5, Avery Bame.
So Avery Bame, the Leopard shortstop, now steps in from the right side. She swings the first pitch, lifts it into shallow right field. Coming on to make the catch is Cassidy Polson to end the Leopard threat, but they do get 1 run on 2 hits. There were 2 runners left on base. We will go to the 6th. Franklin leading 4-2. This is the D1 Training Waco broadcast of Lorena.
Are you with me now? Ready to put it down. Start at the bottom, already forgot them, but they won't forgive me now. You really ain't ready now. You haters just in the crowd, but still I just look around. Are you with me now? Are you with me now? Are you with me now? Said, are you with me now? Ain't felt this good in a while. They want us to simmer down. Can you hear me now? Am I going in and out? I stop and just look around to see if you with me now. Tell me, are you with me now? Ready to put it down. Start at the bottom, already forgot them, but they won't forgive me now. You really ain't ready now. You haters just in the crowd, but still I just look around. Are you with me now? Are you with me now?
Welcome back into the D1 Training Waco broadcast of Lorena. Lady Leopard softball. We want to thank our inning sponsor for the 6th inning, The Roof Company. The Roof Company, building relationships, serving people, and delivering results. Give Austin and Aaron Montgomery a call over at The Roof Company. We also want to thank Kevin Taylor and CF Supply for sponsoring all the replays tonight. Build with CF Supply. Also want to thank the Browder Wood family. We appreciate Shantae Browder and Lindy Wood sponsoring that run scored by Gracie Adam back in that last inning. So we'll go to the top of the 6th inning, and it'll be Reese Cottrell to lead it off for Franklin. Kate Hauser back in the circle for the Lady Leopards. First pitch on the way is a called strike over the outer corner of the plate. Cottrell doubled back in the 5th inning, and then her pinch runner, Naomi Rotundo, came around to score. The 0-1 just misses to even the count at a ball and a strike. The 1-1 on the way is going to be ripped back in up the middle, but over to make the catch on the little pop fly is Izzy Bradford. And there's one away. That put-out spot brought to you by Ascension Medical Group, Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Our thanks to Lisa Holt for her sponsorship of the Lady Leopards tonight. And that'll bring up third baseman number 1, Emma Ricada. Ricada 1 for 2 on the night. She singled and scored back in the 4th inning. First pitch on the way from Kate Hauser is slapped right at third baseman Callie Benton. She fields it and fires it across to get Ricada. You can't say enough about Callie Benton and just the brick wall that she's been down there at third base. Not only fielding the ball cleanly, but also solid throws to first for the outs. And that'll bring up first baseman for Franklin, Caroline Smitherman. Smitherman officially 0 for 1. She struck out back in the 2nd, then walked and scored in the 4th. First pitch on the way from Kate Hauser. Off-speed pitch misses for ball 1. So 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Franklin still leading 4-2. This pitch is going to be lifted into shallow left field. It's going to fall right in front of Emmy Kramer. Just out of the reach of Avery Bain for a bloop single. And Smitherman is aboard with 2 outs. And that'll bring up Tracy Lowry, the catcher for Franklin. Of course, Lowry, the Leopard killer, back in the 4th inning with the bases clearing double to bring in the 3 runs and give Franklin the lead 4-2. First pitch on the way from Hauser is over the outer corner for a called strike 1. Next pitch on the way from Kate Hauser is fouled back at the screen by Lowry. And just like that, she's in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes. Hauser now ready with the 0-2. Pitch is going to be low and outside for ball 1. Want to remind everyone to stick around after the game. We'll have a interview with head coach Steve Dalzell, sponsored by Landscape Supply. Go by and check out the full line of Gravely zero-turn mowers in their new 10,000 square foot showroom. Special thanks to Travis Yoder and Landscape Supply for their support of Lady Leopard softball. Hauser ready with the 1-2. Off-speed pitch misses outside to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So deuces wild for Lorena here in the top of the 6th. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Caroline Smitherman, the runner down at first base for Franklin. Next pitch on the way. Lowry checks her swing. Appeal down to the third base umpire, says she did not go around, so the count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Fans from both sides beginning to cheer on their respective players. Kate Hauser is going over the century mark in pitches now. This is pitch 103. And it's going to be low for ball 4. And Lowry draws a 2-out walk. That'll bring up the designated player for Franklin, number 11, Raylan Urey. And we'll see Haley Hayes come on as a special pinch runner for Tracy Lowry. Of course, in high school softball, you can pinch run for your pitcher and your catcher anytime they're on base, and they don't have to come out of the ball game. Hauser takes a long look in to her dugout, gets the signal. Now she's ready on the rubber. Comes home to Urey. Off-speed pitch is in and over for a called strike 1. In 2 on, 2 out for Franklin here in the top of the 6th. Raylan Urey, the batter. Facing Kate Hauser, who's gone the distance for Lorena so far. She kicks and deals the 0-1. It's going to be dropped by Abby Vassar. Going to third is going to be Caroline Smitherman. Throw down by Vassar is just a little bit to the left of Callie Benton at third. Benton not able to apply the tag. Both runners move up 60 feet. On the stolen base by Caroline Smitherman and Haley Hayes. Urey's going to be walked by Lorena. Of course, when you want to intentionally walk someone, you don't have to actually throw the pitches. You can just tell the umpire that you want to intentionally walk the batter. And that will load the bases as Raylan Urey now down at first base. And we're going to see a pinch hitter for Franklin. In place for Cassidy Polson, it's going to be number 2, Maggie Smitherman. So Maggie Smitherman on to pinch hit for Cassidy Polson. Here in the top of the 6th inning, 2 outs, bases loaded. You've got what I can only assume is her sister Caroline Smitherman down at third base. Haley Hayes at second, and now Raylan Urey down at first after the intentional walk. In 2 outs, so a forced at any base for the Lady Leopards. First pitch on the way from Hauser is high for ball 1. Hauser ready with the 1-0. It is going to be a called strike over the outer corner to even the count of the ball and a strike. Maggie Smitherman comes into tonight's game batting .244 on the season. No home runs, 5 runs batted in. The 1-1 on the way is going to be an off-speed pitch down in the dirt for ball 2. 2-1 on the way. Just misses low and outside for ball 3. So 3 balls and a strike now to Maggie Smitherman. Bases are loaded, nowhere to put her. Abby Vassar out to shout some defensive instructions real quick. Hauser ready with the 3-1. She rocks and fires, swing and a miss for strike 2. And the count goes full on Smitherman. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. The bases is loaded. Hauser comes right down the middle, swing and a miss for strike 3. That strikeout brought to you by Hooks Select Baseball and Softball. Get hooked. And that'll end the inning for Franklin in the top of the 6th. They get no runs on a hit, no errors, and 3 runners left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. You're listening to the D1 Training Waco broadcast of Lorena Lady Leopards Softball.
Landscape and Sprinkler is your one-stop shop for turning your dream vision for the environment outside of your home or business into a reality. From laying sod and installing sprinklers to the finer beautifying touches and year-round maintenance, H&M Landscape and Sprinkler can do it all. Whether you are looking to sell your home, attract more customers, or beautify your home to enjoy with family and friends, H&M Landscape and Sprinkler has the skill and expertise to get the job done just the way you want. Visit them online at hmlandscapeandsprinkler.com or call 254-732-6818. That's H&M Landscape and Sprinkler.
All right, welcome back into the D1 Training Waco broadcast of Lorena Lady Leopards Softball. I want to thank Kevin Engelbrecht and everyone over at D1 Training Waco. You set the goal, we help you get there. Also want to thank Kevin Taylor and CF Supply. Build with CF Supply. David Gibson producing tonight, doing his best to get the replays in, but sometimes the game is moving much faster tonight than it's moved in the previous 2 games. So not always able to do that. I also want to thank the Browder Wood family for all the runs scored. We appreciate Shantae Browder and Lindy Wood for their sponsorship of Lorena Lady Leopards Softball. And also Ascension Medical Group, Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
You know, Jared.
Yeah, David, come on in.
Obviously, really first time I had a chance to join you this broadcast, but obviously a huge moment in the ball game. I mean, that goes without saying, but Leopards have been able to pull it off when they've had their back against the wall before, and you know, it's time to start squaring up that bat on Cottrell's ball and put some pressure on her, and I know they can do it. Only down 2, got 6 more outs, and plenty of talent to do it.
Well, it's going to be Emerson Kramer to lead it off for the Leopards here in the bottom of the 6th. She came on to pinch hit for Cheyenne Mondragon in the bottom of the 4th, and has stayed out in left field defensively for the Lady Leopards. First pitch on the way from Reese Cottrell is upstairs for ball 1. And David, one of the things as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning, Cottrell's only thrown 77 pitches tonight. I think part of that's due to the Lady Leopards swinging and hitting a lot of softballs tonight. Next pitch on the way is a called strike to even it, the count at 1-1. But it's just been interesting. They have not really forced her to throw near as many pitches as they did in game 1 and game 2.
Well, and a couple of timely, like that double play they had here about in the last inning or so, huge play in the ball game as well. Some big plays by them.
Next, Kramer's going to hit it right at second baseman Kylie Cambiano. She fields it on one hop, fires over to Caroline Smitherman at first, and makes the out. That'll bring up Abby Vassar, the catcher. Facing Cottrell for the 3rd time, 0 for 2 on the night. First pitch on the way is going to be a called strike. And really both Cottrell and Kate Hauser tonight have done a great job at hitting the outside corner on both, you know, on all their hitters. They've really hit that spot well. The 0-1 on the way, off-speed pitch down in the dirt to even the count at a ball and a strike. Jalen Elfar waits in the on-deck circle. She'll be next to hit here in the bottom of the 6th inning as the Leopards look to cut into this 4-2 lead. Now down to 5 outs. And really that's the first time with Kramer's ground out, that's the first time all game that the leadoff hitter did not reach base for Lorena. So now it's up to Vassar. Officially over 2 tonight. She did reach on a fielder's choice and then struck out swinging in the 4th. Cottrell ready with the 1-2. Just misses outside to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Franklin fans not happy with the call because they're ready for a called strike 3. 2-2 on the way. This time it will be a called strike 3. And Vassar knew it as soon as the pitch went over.
Well, you know, Jared, just really a tale of 2 Cottrells, if you will. I mean, the first game she was dominant. Second game she appeared to be getting tired, and the Lady Leopards really made her pay. And tonight she has been able to paint that corner and really got some key strikeouts in some key moments.
Yeah, eight strikeouts tonight for Cottrell as we go back to the top of the order and Jalen Elfar. And Elfar's hit the ball hard all night. She's first pitch swinging, hits it right at Emma Riqueda, who fires on to first base. Caroline Smitherman makes the catch for the 3rd out. And the Leopards are done in the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. We will take it to a commercial break and head to the 7th. It's Franklin 4, Lorena 2. You're listening to the D1 Training Waco broadcast of Lorena Lady Leopard Softball.
If you take pride in your lawn, you need to mow with the best. Gravely. The made in the USA perfect cut quality grass devour and beast of the 0 turns. Gravely residential mowers are built just as tough as their commercial machines with comfort and features you won't find on other mowers. Mow with perfection. Get yourself a
of Gravely residential mowers is available at Landscape Supply. Come visit our new 10,000 square foot showroom in Spiegelville for the largest selection of outdoor power equipment.
Welcome back into the D1 Training Waco broadcast of Lorena Lady Leopard Softball. We go to the 7th inning. Tonight's 7th inning sponsor is H&M Landscape and Sprinkler, your one-stop shop for commercial and residential landscaping. Special thanks to Ashley Hill and Chad Peebles for their sponsorship of Lorena Athletics all year long, especially tonight in this Game 3 winner-take-all Class 3A Region 3 Regional Championship game. Looks like Kate Hauser is back out for her 7th inning of work tonight. She's gone the distance for the Lady Leopards. She finishes her warm-up tosses. It'll be Kylie Cambiano to lead it off for Franklin in the top of the 7th, and then back at the top of the order with Kaylin Ortner and Haley Fannin.